A 6% yield looks like free money, but some high yield dividend ETFs are quietly handing you back your own cash. By the end of this, you'll have a 2-minute check that tells you if your dividend ETF is actually earning or just leaking. Full disclosure, I bought my first dividend ETF because the yield was the biggest number on the list. That is exactly the wrong reason. But here's why. Yield is just the dividend divided by the share price. Here's the sneaky part. When the price falls, the yield goes up. So a scary high yield often isn't a gift. It's a warning light. The stock is sinking faster than the dividend gets cut. That's the yield trap. The price drops 30%, the yield jumps to 8%, and then the dividend cut lands anyway. What actually grows your money is total return. A 6% yield with a 3% price loss nets you 3. A 2% yield with 7% growth nets 9. In Canada, the big names are XDIV, VDY, XEI, ZDV, and CDZ, and their fees range from 0.11% all the way to 0.66%. Here's where it stings. On $100,000, that fee gap is $110 a year versus $660, 6 times more just to be handed dividends. But the part that changed how I see these funds wasn't the yield or the fees. It was popping the hood and seeing what they actually own. Most Canadian dividend ETFs are basically two bets, banks and energy. VDY, for example, leans hard into banks, pipelines, and utilities. So your diversified income fund can get its dividend and its price crushed by the same bad week for Canadian banks. Then there's the account. In a TFSA, Canadian dividends are tax-free, but US dividend ETFs lose 15% to withholding tax inside that same TFSA, and you generally can't get it back. So here's the promised 2-minute check. 1. Compare the fund's total return to a broad index, not its yield. 2. Peek at the top sector weights. 3. Check the MER. 4. Match it to the right account. My honest take today, I stopped chasing yield, I hold broad growth funds, and when I actually need cash, I just sell a few units. The dividend was never free money, it was always my money. Drop your dividend ETF's ticker and its yield in the comments. I want to see who's holding a trap. Next up, what your bank's mutual funds really cost you. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Not financial advice, just what I learned the hard way.